So today's a test, which is a little bit of a history lesson, if you can call it that. Today we're going to use the good old faithful DJI Mini 2 in this test, along with the RCN1 controller, which is this one just here. So let me give you a little bit of a brief as to what this test is about. So when the Mini 2 was brought out, on the return to home journey, you can actually use that to your advantage, because the Mini 2, you could yaw the aircraft, you could move it up and down, and you could also use the gimbal up and down as you can with other drones. So I just thought I would just do a quick recap as to what that is, and then we're going to get the old Mini 4 and show you how that can't work with that old method. But using this little trick that I'm going to show you a little later in the video, I'm going to show you how you can actually do that maneuver. Okay, let's do this. So let's get the Mini 2 in the air, get it all started up, and then we'll come back and show you what it's all about.
Takeoff. Home point updated.
Been a long time since I've flown the DJI Mini 2, but here we go anyway. She's off. She's on a, I won't say maiden voyage, but one of many hundreds of voyages that we've done with the Mini 2. Okay, I'm not going to go too mad. I'm not going to take it out too far. I think that should do 800 feet, something like that. Okay. So if we hit the return to home, what should happen is that should spin round, as you all know, and then come back to us. And what we can do is we can yaw the aircraft once it reaches its height. It should be on its way back now. So as you can see, we can yaw the aircraft and get different cinematic shots on the way back. And DJI took this away with the Mini 3 Pro and the Mini 4 Pro as well. You could even fly yaw backwards and watch it coming back backwards as well. So that's the idea of it. That's with the Mini 2. Okay, I'm just going to cancel that. So okay, we've got the Mini 4 ready to take off now. I'm just going to fly out, do exactly the same thing, and just show you exactly what I mean about not being able to yaw the aircraft on the return to home. And this is because it has obstacle avoidance sensors on. So let's get it into the air, and then we'll show you exactly what I mean. Okay then, so we're taking it out to about 800 feet, exactly the same as we did with the Mini 2, just to get the same comparison. That should be fine. There we go, 800 odd feet, that will do fine. So if we hit the return to home, what would happen is the AR will come on, and it would do exactly the same.
Return to home.
Except for the AR, obviously that's new technology. But if I try to yaw or try to go up and down, nothing actually happens. And as you can see, I pushed the stick and it stopped the return to home. So that feature is not available on the Mini 3 Pro and the Mini 4 Pro. However, what we can do is, what I'm going to show you in this instance is, we can actually activate this feature. I'll just spin it around, take it out a little further. So okay, using the cruise control, which is a feature that I'm going to show you, you have to do it slightly different, because basically what it is if you point the drone towards the home point as I'm doing now, and move forward and hit cruise control and then go and yaw the aircraft, basically what it does is it carries on in that forward motion. As you can see, it's going into that forward motion. So that's slightly different. So what we have to do, if we just back up once again, fly out to where we was, basically what we have to do is we have to make sure that the aircraft is already moving sideways. So if we stop just there and we get it adjacent to the home point, and then we move it to the left, hit cruise control, you can now yaw the aircraft, and that will carry on moving in the leftward plane, if that's a word, leftwards. So you can see you can yaw the aircraft around, and it's still going to carry on coming back towards the home point. So it is simulating what you could do with the old Mini 2. This cruise control feature is so powerful, you can do so much with it. And I was just sat the other day thinking about this, and I thought I'm just going to have to come out and try this. So as you can see, you can yaw, do whatever you want, and it still moves in that left direction towards the home point. So we'll just cancel that, and we'll just fly out. So you can't actually use the return to home function like you could with the other Mini 2. I think it's all to do with obstacle avoidance, but as you saw in that little example, I'll do it again. I'll just spin it towards the left, and we'll move the aircraft left, go into cruise control, and you can see for yourself that the obstacle avoidance is still on, which don't make any sense really. It's working the same way as it would with return to home, obviously just using cruise control. See, if I spin around, it will carry on moving to the left. So as long as you don't yaw too far, that should work absolutely spot on. So there we go. Just by using cruise control, you can get that similar kind of effect where you're flying, or you're flying back towards the home point, or transversing if you like, and then you can yaw around and it will still carry on coming back towards the home point. Not quite the same, but it certainly is something to consider. Like I say, I use cruise control an awful lot, and I honestly believe that is probably one of the best features on the Mini 4 Pro, and obviously the Air 3 and the Air 3S. Anything that's got cruise control, even on the Flip now, but that's another story. So there we go. Hope you've got something out of the video, and if you have, as always, don't forget, give us the old thumbs up. And if you're new around here, why don't you consider subscribing, ding of the dong, and all the rest of it that goes with it. I'm sure you know me by now, and you might like to watch those couple of videos I've chosen for you over there, and if you do, I shall see you over there. Thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next one.